Isang magandang araw sa inyong lahat. April 13 na po, Huwebes. At mabuhay po kayong lahat. Welcome po sa The Stock Market Today. Ang ating balita ay isang special report mula sa Philippine Daily Inquirer. Ako po si Benji Chidoro, isang retired bank officer na nag-start mag-invest sa Philippine stock market noong 2007. Araw-araw ko pong binabalita ang pinaka-latest news tungkol sa inyong paborito at pinaka-aktibong stock sa Philippine market. Kung gusto niyo po ng content, iniimbitahan ko po kayo mag-subscribe. Kung meron po kayong stocks na gustong ninyong ipa-review, i-comment nyo lang sa comment box at aking ipa-prioritize. Hindi po ako financial advisor. Ang mga sinasabi ko po dito ay hindi po financial advice. Get well soon, Mari. We're praying for your recovery. Pinsan ko po yan. Huwag kayong alis dahil babahagi ko sa inyo ang ating financial headlines at ang resulta ng trading sa ating PSE ngayong araw, Huwebes, April 13, 2023, dito lamang sa The Stock Market Today. Okay, at ang ating headlines ay galing po ng BDO Securities. Una po ay T-bond rates up despite easing inflation. Ito yung retail treasury bonds. So nasa average rate po siya na 6.14%, higher than the 6.13% reference rate. Medallia says Philippine inflation to dip below 4% by November. And then vehicle sales grow 24% in March. EMI post flat profits in 2022. BPI eyes another record year. And MER mulls supply options after DOE's moratorium on COEs. Okay, pero ang ating main news ay nandito po, no? Actually, hindi po to balita, kundi special report na may halong hindi naman chismis, hindi naman po ito marites, pero commentary po siya. So, BizBuzz says Lucio Tan's group D-Day looms. Has it been a year already? Ito po tungkol sa succession plan ni Lucio Tan to make his grandson the head of the LTG group. So, Taipan Lucio Tan's LT Group's annual meeting is coming up on May 3, and unless plans miscarry, the event will likely see the realization of a family's carefully planned succession moves. They're referring to Tan's millennial grandson, Lucio Tan III, taking the reins of the empire as LT Group president after being named Chief Operating Officer and Vice Chair a year ago. The younger Tan will replace his uncle Michael Tan, the company's longtime president, who helped grow LT Group into a 110 billion conglomerate. The year-long transition, of course, was meant to give Lucio Tan III time to adjust to the role of a lifetime, but also to calm and reassure investors worried about any abrupt changes following the decisions made by Tan's first family. Lucio III takes over a formidable and profitable conglomerate whose core interests span banking, cigarettes, liquor, sugar production, and real estate. Profits in the past year reached 25 billion pesos, with PNB still the largest earnings contributor. This was despite the still unaddressed leadership vacuum caused by the exit of former CEO Vic Veloso, who joined the Marcos administration as head of the GSIS. It remains to be seen whether Lucio III can bring the group into its next stage of growth as his uncle once did. Yan po ang ating main report. So abangan po natin kung si Lucio III nga ba ang magiging presidente at CEO ng LTG Group or LTG, Lucio Tan Group. Okay, so let's take a look at the Philippine Stock Exchange on how it's doing right now at 10:36 in the morning, and i-refresh lang po natin. Okay, it's down 69.27 points, 1.07%. Bearish po ang dating sa akin. And yung most active stock is Ali, down 4.81%. S&PH is next at 1.37% in the red. Bloom is number 3, positive 1.10%. So TEL is up 1.90% also. Yan po. Nickel is also up 4%. And then MWC is 3.07% up. Yan po. So I'll be back later as the market closes. So stay tuned. Alright, we're back. So, bumaba na naman ang index, 20.55 points or 0.32% down. Nasa 48.87. Yan. 20.55 points down or 0.32%. Samantala, market activity, 124 companies ang bumaba, 65 ang umabante, 44 ang hindi nagbago. All share index bumaba rin ng 0.25%. Ang ating sectoral indices, lahat po ay nasa pula, liban lamang sa services na umakyat ng 0.17%. So halos wala pang 1% ang baba o akyat nila. Samantala, yung ating most active stock ay Ali na bumaba ng 0.22%. BDO ay patuloy na umaakyat, nasa 131, followed by S&PH nasa 32.85 pero flat po siya. Ngayon po ay tingnan po natin ang mga stocks na nag-figure out sa news kanina. Ang tingnan po natin ay GTCAP, BPI, EMI, MER at Ali. So tingnan po natin sila. Okay, GTCAP muna tayo. So umakyat ang car sales, no? Pero moving sideways pa rin po si GTCAP. At ang kanyang support ay nandito sa area to. Actually, the support is EMA 100. Nasa 448.29, 4487 to 489 po ang pinaka-support niya. Pero moving sideways pa rin po si GTCAP. At ang pinaka-resistance po niya ay nandito sa 528.57, more or less. But patuloy pa rin pong nagta-taper off itong si GTCAP. EMI naman, by the way, tingnan natin ang fundamentals. GTCAP, may buy rating po siya with a target price of 710 or a 46.4% upside. Si Emperador naman ay patuloy na bullish po ito. Patuloy po siya umaakyat. Tignan niyo po yung long-term indicator, yung black line. 100-day moving average ay patuloy na elevated po or nasa ilalim ng candlestick. Kaya po kung tayo magdodraw ng parallel channel, it more or less follows the black line. Yan po ang support and resistance ni Emperador, no? Ang pinaka support po niya ay nasa 2060, samantalang ang pinaka resistance ay nasa 2165, more or less. Pero bullish po si Emperador, meron po siyang dividendo na 29 centavos per share or a dividend yield of 1 peso 40 centavos payable on May 25. Next, we have BPI. Si BPI, bearish po si BPI. Nag-crossover na po yung long-term indicator natin sa candlesticks. Kaya ito ay merong downtrend. So, following that downtrend, pero ang tingin ko dito ay, again, a parallel channel. which we will draw here. From January 17 up to April 13 ay downtrend po si BPI. Although it gave good dividends. Tingnan natin. December 23, 1.07 po si BPI. And therefore, based dito sa parallel channel, 97 or almost 98 pesos po ang pinaka-support. Resistance is at 104.35. Support and resistance, di po yan exact points. Areas po siya. Or area po siya. Si Meralco naman, Meralco umaakyat. Yes. Yan po si Meralco. And, tingnan natin, ha? So, Meralco is bullish at this point. And yung ating support and resistance, nandito po siya. Pinaka-support niya, nakikita ko po dito sa area niyan, 229 or almost 300. 300 po ang pinaka-support niya. Resistance is dito po sa 319. Yan na po yung masasabi kong resistance level po ni Meralco. But fundamentally, if we'll take a look at MER, Manila Electric Company, may buy rating po siya with a target price of 429 or a 35% upside. Finally, the most active stock today, si Ali. Ali is bearish po si Ali. It had reached an oversold level here. At dito po, at this point, oversold na po. At na-reach na lang uli po siya. At na-reach po uli niya ang level na po niya today. Yung low niya is 25.40. But it's the RSI is a bit higher, no? So maganda bumili pa po kay Ali dahil relatively cheap po ang kanyang stock. Meanwhile, ang kanyang support nandito nasa 26 pesos, samantalang ang nearest resistance na aking nakita ay nandito sa 29.13. Yan po ang ating report sa stock market. Ika-13 ng Abril. Ito po si Benji Chatoro nagpapaalala, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagtangkilik hanggang sa muli. Stay safe. God bless and bye for now.